We're ready to try how the email verification service works together with our RESTful API, but before we can do it, we will need to run both of these projects. We have verification service implemented as a separate standalone web project, and we have our RESTful API also implemented as a standalone project. So if I use Spring Tool Suite to run both of these projects, they will start, each of them will start their own Tomcat. Email verification service will start up with the Tomcat running on port 8080, and if I attempt to run RESTful Web Service API, it will also attempt to start up a Tomcat on port 8080. So for these two projects to be able to run together, we will need only one Tomcat instance running on port 8080. So what we're going to do, we're going to start up Tomcat, which we have just downloaded and installed on our computer, and then we're going to build a deployable web application archive for each of these projects, and we're going to deploy them into a single Tomcat. So let's start up Tomcat first. I could start up Tomcat using my Spring Tool Suite by selecting project and running it in Tomcat, but I'm going to show you how to do it using command line first. So if I go to my Finder window on my desktop, I have Apache Tomcat. And for me to be able to run this Apache Tomcat from the terminal window, I will need to go to bin folder, and there I will need to find the startup sh file. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to right mouse click on this file and then get info of this file. I will select the path where this file is located and I'm going to copy it. I will then go to a terminal window here and I will cd change directory into that folder. Okay, so if I check up where I'm located right inside of bin folder where I want it to be, and I can list files in this folder and I should be able to see the startup sh file here. Okay, so to start up Tomcat, I will then use the following syntaxes: // and then the name of the command, startup.sh, and hit enter. Now it says that Tomcat started and it should be running on port 8080. So I'll bring up a browser window now. Here it is, and I should be able to go to HTTP localhost port 8080 and hit enter, and this is our application. So we see that Tomcat is running. And to be able to deploy applications, remember we will need to go to a manager web page. So the address of that manager page is manager/html, and hit enter. Now it doesn't allow us to access this manager page because we do not have Tomcat user set up. So let's set up Tomcat user. To set up Tomcat user, I will go to a Finder again, and then I will, inside of the Tomcat folder, I will need to find configuration folder conf, and then there will be Tomcat users.xml file. I will right mouse click on this file and open it in a favorite text editor. I will use Sublime Text, but you can use TextEdit or any other text editor. So I will bring it up. So this is the content of my Tomcat user. I see already that I have one user set up, but I need a one that has a role name manager-GUI. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy these two lines and I'm going to paste them into my Tomcat users XML. You will need to come up with a secure username and password for this user. I will use Sergey just for demonstration purposes, but in your case, please do select a more secure username, although we are running it on local computer only, so it's only us most likely that are going to be accessing this page. So I will come up with a very simple username and password, save this, and now because I have updated Tomcat users XML, I will need to restart my Tomcat. So what I can do, I can come back to this terminal window and I will use Tomcat shut down. There is a command here, shut down sh. So I will use that one to turn off Tomcat, and then I will start it up again using startup.sh. Okay, so my Tomcat is running. I'll go back to my manager HTML and I will refresh this page, and here we go. If it prompts you for the password, please provide the password you have specified in the Tomcat users.xml file. Okay, so now we should be able to deploy applications, and to be able to deploy those applications, we need to build a deployable web application archive for them. So let's go back to our Sprint tool suite, and we will have verification service selected. Let's right mouse click on it, go to properties, and then go to resource and select the location of this project. So I'll select it, copy it, and then I'll go back to my terminal window, start up a new tab, clear the context, and now I will change directory to the root folder of my email verification service project. Okay, so now if I list files here, I have POM.xml and source file. So for me to be able to build a deployable web application that I can take and deploy to Apache Tomcat, I will use maven install command, and this command will build the project, and then it will package its files into a deployable web application archive. So I'll hit enter. So the build is successful, and I should be able to find the web service WAR file in the project's target folder. So I will switch to my email verification project, and here I have target folder, and inside of the target folder I have verification service or web application archive. So I should be able to deploy it now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my browser window, scroll down to WAR file to deploy, choose that file, navigate to my project, select verification service WAR file which I have just built, and choose to install it, and click on deploy button. Okay, my verification service is now deployed. It's running, the status is true. I can open it in a new tab, and I should be able to see that hello world running. Okay, so it's working. Now let's deploy our second project, which is our RESTful web application. So I'll select the project, bring up the menu, select properties, resource, select the project root folder, copy it, and go back to terminal window. I will open a new tab and clear it, and I will change directory to this project's root folder. And list files, we already have target folder there. So what I can do, I can use maven command to clean the target folder. Now if I list files, there is no target folder anymore. And now I will use maven command to compile the project again and to package it into a new web application archive. So I'll hit maven install, and here we go. The build is successful. I will now go to a project root folder, and it is this one, and this is the target directory, and I should have the mobile web application archive, but we have a version added to it. So let me delete the version name from it so that I have it nice and clean like this. So now I should be able to deploy this web application archive. I'll go back to my Tomcat and then scroll to WAR file to deploy, choose the file, and then I will go to my project, this one, target folder, mobile app -WSWAR, choose it, and then deploy it. Okay, here we go. The project is now deployed and its status is true. So both projects are now running within the same Tomcat on port 8080, and they should be able to communicate with each other. So let's now try our email verification service and see how it works together with our RESTful API.